Hello, good morning dear students. This is Jayalakshmi of YU College of Engineering, and from today onwards we are going to discuss about that embedded and real-time systems, and this is the introduction class for you, and we are going to give some concept of your first unit. Here we are giving that, I am giving that concept of the first unit. EC8791 is the embedded and real-time systems. Let me start with that one. Let me start with what is an embedded system. The definition of an embedded system. Embedded means buried. Okay, so we are going to use a hardware which is combined with the software and that microcontroller which is buried inside a common system which will do one particular operation, that is called as an embedded system. The next one we are going to discuss is that syllabus of your embedded system. Let me start with that one. And Unit 1 we are going to discuss about that basic introduction about embedded system. In this one we are discussing about what is embedded system, what are the design process in an embedded system, what is the goal of an embedded system, what are the characteristics of an embedded system, what are the design challenges we are facing in that embedded system, design methodologies, and then design process. What is a design process means, that is you have to start with that abstract and we have to go for the requirement analysis, specification, system analysis, and we have to design architecture, hardware and software design. Then we have to go for testing and then integration. Then finally we have to give the product. Okay, up to this one we are going to discuss in the design process. Next we are going to discuss about that consumer electronic architecture and that platform level performance analysis in that unit 1. In second unit we are going to discuss about that computer embedded networking. Okay, unit 2 we are discussing about ARM processor and its peripherals. Okay, so in this one we are since we are mostly use ARM processor in our embedded embedded systems, we are mostly using ARM processor. Due to the advantage of that ARM processor, we are going to discuss what are all the characteristics of features, main features of ARM processor, what is the advantage of using ARM processor in that one, and we are going to discuss about the features of LPC 214 family and their features, that is its timer unit, its modulation, pulse width modulation unit, UART, block diagram, and that instruction set of that ARM Cortex and M3. Okay, these are all things we are going to discuss in the unit 3. Unit 2. In unit 3 we are going to discuss about embedded programming. In this embedded programming we are going to discuss the components for an embedded program, how you can write an algorithm, how you have to go for the programming, that we are going to discuss in that embedded programming. In the fourth unit we are going to discuss about that real-time system, that real-time operating system, structure of the real-time operating system, and how the program has to be scheduled, how the concurrent processes are operating, multiprocessing, multitasking, that things also we are going to discuss in the real-time system. What is real-time system we are discussing in the fourth unit, and then what we are going to discuss in the fifth unit is its operating system, real-time operating system. What are all the things we are facing, that are meeting the deadlines, how you can meet the deadlines when you are using multiple tasks at a time, or we are doing the multiple process, when you are combining multi-rate systems together, and that inter-process communication between two or more process, that things we are discussing in the unit 5. And in unit 5 we are discussing about the performance also. Okay, and we have discussed some examples of that embedded processor, real-time operating system in that fifth unit, that is MUCAS 2 and POSIX, Windows CE or some example for that one. Then we are discussing about some case studies in that one, that is audio player, engine control unit, video oscillator. These are all some example in that fifth unit. That things we are going to discuss in the fifth unit. Okay, next we are going to discuss what may be the outcome. So after discussing these things, you will have the basic knowledge about an embedded system, how you can design an embedded system using an ARM processor. That things we are going to discuss in that one. Here I have given you that textbooks used for this one and the reference book used here. Next, let us start with that introduction to embedded system. What is an embedded system? Already we have given the definition. So embedded system means we are going to use a microcontroller that is combined with the hardware and software combined together to do one particular operation. Okay, here I have given you the comparison of a general purpose microcontroller, general purpose processor microcontroller and a embedded controller. Okay, when you are using this embedded microcontroller in an embedded system, it will do one particular operation. There is an example given to you. If you are taking a microcontroller which is used in your PC, it will do multiple process. It cannot design for one particular operation. It will do many process. You can use that microcontroller in your PC to do programming in C, C++ and other tasks like that one. Okay, but when you are going to use a microcontroller as an embedded system in your automotive system, that is, for example, here we are giving that automotive application, automatic car we are giving. So in this one, it is used to do one particular operation. Okay, it is going to control the operation of a car only. It is not going to give some programming. It is not going to solve some other operation. Okay, but it will do all the necessary things. That is getting the inputs from the sensors, getting the inputs from communication systems, and it will give the solutions when you are doing some when you are expecting some problems. When there is a problem, when you met an accident, the automatic balloon system will be open and it will protect you, like that one. It will do all the operation related to that automotive car only. Okay, next we are going to discuss the categories of embedded system. We are having standalone embedded system, real-time embedded system, networked appliances, mobile devices. See that one. If you are going to use an embedded system, if you are going to design an embedded system which is used in one particular place, that is we are calling standalone. Here I have given you some example. Your microwave oven and your heater or some example for your standalone embedded system. Then real-time embedded system. Here we are giving you that real-time embedded system. That is avionics. In that we are using that real-time embedded system. And then networked appliances, we are using here that ATM machine and your power stations like that are connected together. That is coming under that network appliances. Then mobile devices, your mobile phones and calculator are given as an example for your embedded systems. Okay. Next we are going to give, here are some other examples for your real-time embedded systems. These are all also coming, these are coming under real-time systems. That is your mobile, automatic trains, cars, bikes, as well as your ATM machine, and we are doing that one conference and operations, windmills, they are connected together, and we are using real-time applications in military also. These are all some examples for your real-time embedded system applications. Okay, let me start with that application areas of your embedded system. We are using that in medical fields. In medical fields for doing the operation, to analyze the tumor, to analyze some bone memory testing, to analyze your in-depth, that is brain tumor. These things can be done using your medical equipments. We are having that one. Other than that, office equipments, printer, copier, fax machine, these are all some example for office equipment. And tools, in tools also we are using embedded system, multimeter, oscilloscope, line tester, GPS tracker. Then in banking, ATM and statement printers. ATM machine is another one example for your banking. And in transportation, we are using embedded system in flights, trains, boats, radar system, traffic lights, signaling system. These are all other examples. Other than that one, here also we are having so many examples in our real-time life. We are using so many applications in embedded systems. We are in daily life we are using this one. In automobiles, for engine management, trip computer, cruise control, immobilizer, car alarm, airbag, anti-braking system, pressure checking. These are all some example that controls in automobiles. And then in buildings, we are using embedded system in elevators, heaters, air conditioners, lighting system, key card entries, locks, alarm system. In agriculture also we are using for seeding that seeds, spreading pesticides, and know the soil testing, feeding system and milking system. And in space we are using that in satellite system. Other than that, we are using In home appliances also we are using embedded system, our stereo system, our remote control phone, mobile phones, refrigerator, microwave, rice cooker, bread sandwich that is bread cooker, watch, alarm clock, electronic musical instruments, electronic toys, medical home equipments like blood pressure monitoring, oximeter, thermometer. These are all some example we are using in our home appliances. Okay. So, embedded system, when we are talking about the application areas of embedded systems, huge applications are there. We cannot have enough time to explain that one in this video itself. Okay, these are all some applications of your embedded system, and I think I have given you a short introduction about what is an embedded system, what we are going to discuss in that embedded and real-time system, and the application areas of your embedded system. Thank you.